Good morning. Today is Thursday, August 29th. I'm Gene, and you're hanging with Uncle. Hope you guys have your coffee. I'm kind of digging these early morning sessions. It frees me up for the rest of my day. So, please hit that subscribe button to grow this channel. Hit that like button. Let the rest of the world know we actually exist out there. And hit that notification bell so you'll be notified whenever we go live and put new content out there. So I kind of want to start with this today, which is the foundation of this channel. All right. I started this channel under the premise that we are the unrepresented class. We are the ones that are being ignored, and we have no voice. And what I mean is, we can say, for example, I'm tired of the media saying that Americans want purple rainbows or whatever, right? When has anybody ever asked you what you want? It's just a lot of pundits talking that are not addressing the issues you and I are going through. For example, and this is not the topic of the show, but let's talk about affordable housing. It makes no sense to me how the powers that be, the establishment, can tell you, sorry, you don't qualify for a mortgage where your mortgage payment would be $1,000 a month, but it's perfectly fine. You qualify to live in this apartment for $2,000 a month, and let us take 3/4 of your income. Nobody's paying attention to us, and that is one reason. It's like the more they get over on putting their foot on the throats of the unrepresented, the impoverished, the ones that nobody thinks you have anything to offer them, we really do. And that's why this channel is here. So if you have issues that you want to express, this is your platform. You're never going to get on MSNBC saying how unfair your rent is. Fox News definitely doesn't care. As a matter of fact, the more you pay, the better, because that's more money going into the pockets of their donors. So that's why this channel was started. All right. And so these are my opinions. I would love to know your opinions. Please leave them in the comment section below. And I want to get into it, right? So I want to talk about the incident at Arlington Cemetery. Okay. So Cadet Bone Spurs and his campaign were invited to Arlington Cemetery by a surviving family of a fallen soldier that happened in Afghanistan when we were pulling our troops out. Something that Cadet Bone Spurs himself initiated. President Biden actually carried it out. But remember, it's like, who put our troops in danger? Who reduced our troop sizes to 2,500, making them more vulnerable to attack? Cadet Bone Spurs when he was in office. So, I do not blame President Biden for the withdrawal of our troops. It was long overdue. But anyway, the soldiers that paid the ultimate price, the ultimate sacrifice at Arlington Cemetery, in my opinion, were disrespected by Cadet Bone Spurs and his campaign. Now, I've been to Arlington Cemetery. Area 60 is off limits to cameras. Show some respect, right? But they don't do that because they don't care about anybody but themselves. They push their way through security. My understanding, assaulted a cemetery worker because they don't care. They want to do what they want to do, and nobody's going to tell them otherwise. That's what a bully is. So, first of all, I think it's also important to understand the history of Arlington Cemetery. So back in the Civil War, remember, Robert E. Lee was the commandant at West Point. He was offered the command of the Union Army by President Lincoln. He declined it, abdicated his position with the Union Army, joined the Confederate Army, and led that fight to have the Confederate flag replace the American flag. And as a result of that, after the Confederates lost, Arlington Cemetery was Robert E. Lee's property. And the United States took it for his crimes against America. Robert E. Lee was a traitor. And if you want to celebrate his birthday as a national holiday, you support traitors and insurrectionists. Anyone that tried to take down the American flag and do away with the Constitution, like Robert E. Lee did, like Cadet Bone Spurs is calling for, is a piece of shit. So, let's talk about respect. And I remember the comments J.D. Vance made, okay, his VP running mate, about how Kamala Harris can go to hell because of the comments they were making about their disrespect. Fuck you, J.D. Vance. You're an asshole, and you have no business at all in any position of authority within the United States government. You can go to hell. All right? So, again, if you can't go to a hallowed place, a cemetery, and show respect, fuck you. I'm not voting for you. I'm voting for Kamala Harris because that campaign is showing the decency and respect to our troops that they deserve versus the disrespect that Cadet Bone Spurs and his campaign is showing to our veterans. So that's my opinion, and I'd love to know what your opinion is. Again, please leave them in the comment section below. Be kind to one another and treat each other the way you want to be treated, okay? If it was your family at the cemetery, how would you want them to conduct themselves? Think about it. It's not a privilege thing. It has nothing to do with my party, my team. Show some fucking respect, all right? And I'm voting for Kamala Harris. Bye, everyone, and